do what goes on at this table when you guys are not here. Sherry.
I told everybody, because I was talking to the audience, and you're talking to... So I told them, oh, you hear me? I say, she drinks, the other one's cheating, and they keep talking, nobody listens.
See, I hear everything you're saying.
Oh, but you
That's
never...
why no, but I'm pointing at you at the same time. When you're looking at them, I'm pointing at you. Now, Sherry, what's going on with Dancing with the Stars? I know you are just all into this.
I am Dancing with the Stars. So Steve O was eliminated. Steve O, you know.
Is that Sandra's brother?
No, he did. You know, he did like a little rumba, and I thought it was pretty cool. He put his heart and soul into it, but it wasn't enough.
What's she wearing?
Lacey Schwimmer. That's Lacey Schwimmer.
It's a French guy, Gilles.
He's still there. He's still doing very well.
He's got a whole career coming out of this.
Yeah, with that whole sexuality. He'll get a sitcom. So, but yeah, he was voted on. I know he had, but
the PJ dance.
It just wasn't enough. But I do want to say, somebody who knows that I am so like enamored with Dancing with the Stars, Chef Daniel Andrade from Chef Daniel's Cakes made me this huge cake. Look, they delivered
this big.
It's huge.
This high from the floor. It's gigantic.
I guess that's me.
Are those people cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat them. You can eat Matt Bukowski. I mean, so thank you so much, Chef Daniel, for making me that huge.
I think in part it's because some special day I think is next week. Do you know anything about it? Do you know?
Thank goodness she's getting older.
Yeah.
It's her thing.
What is it? Oh, that's right. It's next week.
Yeah,
that's right.
My birthday. So thank you, Chef Daniel, for my pre-birthday cake. That was very nice.
Now listen, Jamie Foxx got himself into a little pickle after a tirade on his radio show where he advised wholesome Disney star Miley Cyrus to make a sex tape and grow up. Do some heroin, be a lesbian, and put some crack in your pipe. He has since apologized, saying he was just being a comedian.
I was up, I'm never up that late, but I was up last night and he was on Jay Leno.
Right.
And he used an excuse that Howard Joy Behar sometimes uses.
I'm just a comedian. Well,
I'm just a comedian. But then he really did apologized profusely and said, you know, I say things and you know, my program is like Howard Stern's, and he was very sincere in his apology.
What he said what did he say, really? He was kidding.
Well, at first he made fun of her gums. He said she needed gum surgery.
To make fun of someone's looks.
When you're on the radio, you know when you're on the radio, Barbara, you when it's a lot of people, sometimes you say things.
I have a radio show also on Sirius, which Bill Getty and I do, and we say things on that that I don't say here, and then when I read about it, you tend not to think about it.
You don't think about it. But
you know what I do when they say something to me? I say I'm a comedian.
But I think with Jamie, with Joy, with us, you know, we say things we you know, we don't mean it. You know, Jamie, he's got a good heart. He's got a daughter, Corinne, who's the same age as Miley, and he did say, I have a daughter, I'm going to apologize. But I think that kids should be off limits. Sure. I really do. The girl, she's 16 years old, so I think that
she's dating a 20-year-old.
Well,
I know, but still, that doesn't make her still less of a child.
Can I speak for the comedians for a second? Yes, you know, people like it when comedians go overboard and say something and it causes, you know, and then they don't like it when we trip up on ourselves. So make a decision.
Here's the thing,
let
Jerry,
everything's not a black and white.
Let us do what we do because nobody does it the way a comedian does.
You want to be free to what you say, free to say what you say. Let me be free about my objection to maybe what you say.
Nobody hit Miley Cyrus.
I'm not saying not to say it. I'm saying if you receive some sort of resistance to what you say, and obviously Jamie handled it in a way that was appropriate. Absolutely. He said, I have a daughter too, like Sherry just said, which I think means a lot. You know, he'll probably have a conversation with Miley's dad. I think that would be a good one to maybe have.
I mean, you said things on stage and you got off. Yeah. I mean, you've gotten off stage. You've not gotten off stage, Joy.
I've seen comedians, and I won't name the person who've made anti-Semitic remarks or anti-black remarks, and I don't think you can just.
We got mad at Don Imus.
Exactly.
You know, I'm a comedian. I was upset with Don Imus.
I just don't think that he should apologize for saying something like, oh, she should be on heroin. No. She's going against the type, which is the all-American girl. That's all.
But Joy,
so
also
that's what's funny about it.
But the human side of it.
How great it is that Miley's such a lovely girl. Is that funny?
Listen, if someone said this about his daughter, he would probably be, even if it were a comedian.
Absolutely.
He took heart to it. I think he did the right way.
We have another comedian here who isn't talking.
What do you think, Whoopi?
You know what? When you're a comic, you know that sometimes your material is going to piss people off, and sometimes it's not. And if you can take the consequences, you can be a comic. And sometimes you have to make a decision, have I gone too far for myself, which Jamie felt he did. He made an apology. As it would be like if you said something about somebody else's daughter, or someone said something about your daughter. It's annoying. It clicked in his head. Okay, I put myself in Billy Ray's place. Okay, maybe I did go over. Sometimes we say stuff that's going to piss people off.
Remember that the role of the court jester was to tell the king that he had no clothes on, that he was doing something, make fun of the king.
But not
That's
the princess.
job.
But not the children of the king.
But you're not exempt.
If the princess is a moron, yes.
He would have gotten his head cut off.
If the princess would have gotten his head cut off. All right, well, that's the choice you take, so I'll get my head cut off.
Are you exempt from doing the right thing?
Afghanistan, okay?
It doesn't say you exempt from doing the right thing.
I used to.
Listen, it's all about the consequences.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying. If you can take it, then say it. If you can't handle it, if you can't be in the kitchen, get out the fire.
That's right.
Well, you know what I mean. We'll be right back with even more hot topics.